The title of this book is Annie's Turn, an 1860s period romance. The author is Ed Gaulden, and the narrator is also Ed Gaulden. Chapter 1. Something About Annie. Annie's shimmering sapphirine-tinted eyes were aflame with life and satisfaction. A brightness surrounded the colors of her eyes. Encircling her mysterious pupils were shades of greenery that was difficult to explain, but a streak of cyan danced bright like a halo, blending those herbs and spices of spring into a starburst of crystal blue. To offset her sparkling eyes, her straight, nut-brown hair flowed to her shoulders, and her bangs softened her high forehead. But this morning her eyes showed disgust. She scolded her papa. Like a dog, he seemed in heat for the things he said to her best friend, Pennie Berry, which were very shameful. He stood in the doorway in lewd, wrinkled boxer shorts, his bare woolly chest, and eyeing Pennie lustfully. His hairy, blubbery belly bulged, and his navel appeared like a darkened entrance to a cave. He presented a repulsive and disgraceful appearance. This morning Annie noticed the desire in his eyes, demanding his attention. She pursed her lips and exclaimed, "Papa!" Blinking rapidly, she said, "Your romantic words and actions are offensive to Pennie, and to me too. She's too young for you. Go and find your own lady, your own age, or maybe find another smithy job." As Annie nudged her papa back into the room, she grabbed the edge of the door, pulling it shut. Its hinges squeaked, the latch clicked, and the door stopped with a very final thud that caused a poof of dust to rise in swirls. Gray clouds flickered in the morning sunlight. Annie turned to Pennie and said, "Sorry about Papa. I know that you know he's been that way ever since Mama went missing," Annie said, trying to ward off any negative pushback from Pennie. Annie loved her papa, and she loved Pennie too. School had hardly begun when Pennie explained to Miss Pedersen why today was her final day at school. "I am emigrating to America," she announced, only some 3 years before. Annie had sat in her seat, watching her best friend, Pennie Berry, say goodbye to everyone in the classroom, because Mr. Ravencroft heard second-handedly from those boys downstairs that Miss Berry was quitting, and because she was going somewhere to do something. Hence it appeared that no boys listened to her, and each one made up some sort of imaginative and colorful story. For the most part, the boys thought about returning to the workhouse when there was no school. Some worked for their parents. Others made fortunes playing marbles. Several boys sold toys that they made. They were in an industrious lot, building various toys to sell during Christmas time. And there was the boy wizard who had made 1,000 different thaumatropes. His twirling pictures, mainly painted on circular pieces of wood, sold like hotcakes, and not because most of them were round, like his best seller, a bird on one side and its cage on the other.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?